Public art is something that West Plains needed more of, good quality public art. I've had the opportunity to live in a number of places where public art was the preference, not the exception. And so having seen the power of public art and how people respond to it and how it elicits an emotion when they see it, a physiological emotion when they see it, I wanted to live in a place that had that. And so the best way to get what you want is to go after it yourself.
In 2012, I met Crockett Oaks. This is my 8th time in 4 years in West Plains. Paint means life to me. The world will be flat without colors. Yeah. If you look at my pieces, you discover I use bright colors, and it's intentional. I know people are going through a lot. So I want the people of West Plains to come across my work and be inspired. No matter what happened yesterday, you see the bright colors, you see joy. I don't paint from the negative side.
Why the protector? A mother watching over her 2 sons, it looks like.
Right, you see a mother there defiantly standing in solidarity and support and in protection of her 2 baby boys there. And if you notice the gaze of the mother, it would appear that she's kind of gazing upward, hearkening to the heavens for her protection. The tallest boy there is looking up at the mother, seeking protection from her. But the way Dr. Ogunwu illustrated the smallest boy is really fantastic. He's looking into the future. He's looking for protection from us.
I gotta say, as the youngest brother in my family, that speaks to me.
Me as well. Yeah, me as well. There's been a number of reactions to the public art because I think it all speaks to the story of a community that is trying to get past and trying to get on and over something. And that public art speaks to that.
It touches me deeply, and it makes me think, you know, I would do anything for my children, and that's what that painting means to me.
I met my wife on the campus of Langston University. We've been married for 32 years. She's been a very instrumental part in what we've done here.
When you see something that is needed and you have the ability to be able to do it, Crockett and I have just been doers. And so I think it was important when we came back here to West Plains, given the history of this community and it being in a rural area, to make sure that the legacy of the family and the individuals that lived here and worked here and their stories were told.
Sadie Brown Cemetery. This is like West Plains' only black cemetery. This cemetery was established in the late 1800s. It was established by a woman named Sadie Brown.
You've got formerly enslaved individuals here. You've got war heroes interred here, a Buffalo soldier interred here. My grandfather was asked to be the curator of the cemetery back in the 70s and quickly handed it off to my father. 2021, I got a grant from Community Foundation of the Ozarks to actually purchase headstones and mark those graves. You know, people who walk through here, they may not know exactly where their loved one is buried, but being able to stroll through this space, read the scriptures, you gain some sense of comfort and solace in that action. After 2 years of working to restore Sadie Brown Cemetery, we thought it wise to look at Lincoln School, because a lot of the people that were interred at Sadie Brown also touched Lincoln School through being students there. In July of 2023, we ended up purchasing Lincoln School from the city of West Plains.
I believe that the work that we're doing here in West Plains is vital. We are in a rural community where there are not very many African Americans or minorities in general. And so the work that we do here at Lincoln School facilitates opportunities for individuals to come in and have a sit down and learn about different subjects here in the West Plains area. I don't know how many times that I've been in town and, people have said, I wasn't for sure what that little building on top of the hill was. Well, now that it's been brought to life, people now know what it is and what it stands for. And they feel, from my perspective, a sense of comfort and understanding about this building and its space and the importance of it. When you walk through the gates of Reflection Plaza, the first statue that you see is I Too Am America. It's a young boy in bronze saluting the flag that's out front. As you continue down the path to the plaza, there are multiple areas for you to sit and take your time and reflect upon the day or your life in general. In addition to that, there's a bronze statue of a young girl doing the heart sign. And so we think that that's an opportunity for people to feel the love, which is the name of the statue that is on the historic grounds of Lincoln School.
Talking about this Reflection Plaza, I'm just amazed about the crowd that we brought out. There was a lot of good support.
Visiting a place like this gives us more energy, to know that, okay, if we keep pushing, we can have something like this.
If you look at the history of the Lincoln School, it's part of West Plains history. The history of Lincoln School is the history of West Plains. And a place that used to be for segregation has now been redesigned, and now we have a place to come together.
The things that are going on in West Plains, Missouri are very important to Steelville, Missouri, too. We can learn from what they've done in West Plains. It's not just a white community. There's history that's not just plain white history there either. People of color had a place, too.
Yeah, people of color are everywhere, and not just big cities. They're in small towns in rural Missouri and West Plains, Steelville, everywhere. And we deserve to be remembered just like everybody else.
It's interesting how many of us have been around for years, but it took Crockett and Tonya coming back here to be the impetus to get us all involved.
The inspiration that Crockett gives to me is that he moved back here to West Plains. He was living in the city, he was, but he did not forget where he came from. He did not forget his parents being here. And so he have come and took this school and made it a place where you can talk about our ancestors. We can talk about the history of West Plains. It's like I tell him, you have people talking. When you get people talking, then you can get things done.
I'm Crockett Walter Oaks III.
I'm Tonya Oaks.
And these are our Ozarks.